If you guys welcome back to my YouTube, welcome back to my YouTube, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before you guys get into this video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, as you should. Let's get into this video. This video is going to be about things that Scorpios do. All my fellow Scorpios out there, this video is for us because I feel like we get a lot of bad rep for being Scorpios, or I feel like people see Scorpios as a lot of times something that we're really not, you know what I mean? So this video is for us. Let's get into it. Scorpios, I will say, is known for. People say we're mysterious, and I won't disagree. We have ways of being mysterious. We have ways of, like, protecting ourselves, or, not letting everybody in right away, or not showing our true selves to everybody right away. Me personally, I feel like with me being a Scorpio, I can be very closed off. I can be very, to myself, but I also, that takes time, and I will agree with that it definitely takes time for me to get to know a person, or for me to form a bond with a person before I feel like I can open up to them fully, or that I can fully, like, be myself with them, you know what I mean? To where there's no judgment, or where I feel like, I can just fully be myself and there's no judgment there, And I know a lot of Scorpios are like that. We are known for being, people like to call it mysterious, but I call it being careful, because I've definitely been fucked over by a lot of people, close people in my life, for sure. So I think that is what has made me be kind of on the fence to where I'm getting to know certain people, or when I am getting to know people, I watch and I measure, and that is one thing I do agree with that they say about Scorpios, is that we are mysterious, or that we can come off as mysterious, but I really don't think that's the case. I think it's just probably from being hurt and being, like, almost like kind of jaded, I think that is what the case may be. Maybe not for everybody, but I don't think I'm super mysterious, like, it depends. It varies, Another thing that they try to say about Scorpios that I don't feel is true is that we're all kind of like sexual beings. And don't get me wrong, like, I love sex, whatever the case may be, like, but I don't think that's the whole identity of a Scorpio. They say, like, we're super sexual beings. I don't really feel like that's the case for me. I'm not, like, out here just being super promiscuous. I mean, obviously I am in a relationship, but even before that, I wasn't, like, before I met my boyfriend, I wasn't, like, super promiscuous. I wasn't super just out there. Like, I don't think that's the case for all Scorpios. I don't think we're all just these sexual beings. I think there's so much more depth, and there's so much more to us than just what goes on in the bedroom, you know what I mean? So I think that is definitely a misconception of Scorpios is, we're super just sexual beings, and it's just really not that case. Like, it really isn't the case. Again, this is probably just from me speaking from my experience. I don't feel like I'm this super sexual being all the time, or that I'm just, like, looking for, like, sex all the time. Me personally, I don't feel like that's the case. Another thing that they say about Scorpios is that, we're very passionate. I do agree with that. I think we are super passionate about people that we care about, things that we love to do. Like, I am a super passionate person. I definitely think, excuse me, I definitely think that, I am super passionate for certain things. And, I have that fire in me, that burn in me. Scorpios too, they're a fire sign, I believe. I should know that. I should know that. So we are super passionate. We are super, like, we feel things very deeply. I know I definitely feel things very deeply, especially when I'm, like, either sad, mad, happy, depressed. Like, I feel it all very deeply. And that's one thing they do say about Scorpios that I do believe is true, is that we just feel things very deeply than most people, or probably most signs. We are super emotional. Sometimes once we care about someone, we super, super care about them. That's one thing that is also, again, super true about Scorpios, is once we care about someone deeply, or once we have invested our time into someone, or once we, really, truly care for a person, then it becomes we become even more passionate. So I don't think it's like a passion, like, in a crazy way. Like, I don't think we just fly off the handle all the time, or I don't think that's the case. I think we are super passionate people. We are super passionate about people that we love, people that we care about, our well-being. Like, I think we're just a super passionate sign. So I think people mistake that sometimes as, like, we're crazy and we're just, like, all over the place and we're just unhinged, but I don't really think that's the case. I think we are just super passionate about people, again, the people that we love, our careers, hobbies. Like, that's where I feel like we're super passionate in, is when when we're doing things that we love, or when we're around people we love, or when we truly do care about somebody, that's when I feel like we are super passionate. You know what I mean? I don't think it's like, definitely don't think it's like in a bad way that we're like passionate people, or that we, you know, we care really hard. So I think that's the thing too about Scorpios that people really don't understand, you know, but I'm here to explain it. I'm trying to think that there's so much more things that people just misinterpret about Scorpios, or that people think that, you know, we are we're mischievous. I don't, again, I could be a little bit, but I don't think that's like the whole identity of a Scorpio. It's like that we're just this super like mischievous, evil sign. Like that's not the case. I feel like I have a really good heart. I feel like I am a good person. Not feel like I know I am a good person. So I don't think that, you know, when you read things about Scorpios, and when you read like characteristics or traits of a Scorpio, it's like sometimes it kind of sounds like it's all bad, and it's just like, you know, you get this big rep. Like we even get this rep. Like I always see on Facebook, like, oh, I'm like, I hate Scorpios. Like I hate them. They're evil. Like the worst sign ever is a Scorpio. And I'm just here to tell y'all that's not the case. Like again, I don't think any sign is like horrible, but you guys know what I mean. Like those memes on Facebook, or like those like posts on Facebook, like, oh, Scorpios are so evil. They're the worst sign ever. Like I hate a Scorpio. I hate to see a Scorpio coming. Like, oh my God, it's Scorpio season. But it's just not like that. We are super creative people. Like I definitely think that Scorpios are super creative people. Me, no, I'm just kidding. But we are. I feel like we are super creative. We love to like learn. Like I like to learn new things. Like there's just so many. There's just such this big misconception of like a Scorpio. Like we get such this bad rap, and you know, people tend to not like focus on our good qualities, or focus on our good traits of what it's like to be a Scorpio, of like, I don't know, like, because Scorpios, we're super protective for one. We're super loyal. Like I will ride with you till the end, or until I have to cut you off. You know, we're super fucking loyal, almost loyal to a fault sometimes. You know, trust me, almost too loyal to a fault. So you know, there's so many good qualities about us, and so many like good things about being a Scorpio that people don't necessarily like try to give us the shine for. They necessarily don't want us to be fucking recognized. But I love being a Scorpio. I love the fact that like some of my favorite celebrities are Scorpios. Like that makes me also feel like super connected to them. It just, I love being a Scorpio. You know, I wouldn't want to change my sign for anything. Like, hello, honey, big Scorpio. I just wouldn't want to change my sign for anything. Like I wouldn't. I'm love being a Scorpio. Like I'm so proud of my sign. I know that probably sounds weird. You guys are probably like, boy, what? But I do. I love being a part of like Team Scorpio, you know? And I don't know. I think, again, I feel like we get such this bad rep of like, oh, we're so evil, and we're just ready to like attack people. I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like we protect ourselves, you know, just like a scorpion. You don't mess with them, they don't mess with you, but you mess with them, they're going to sting you. And I feel like that is such like a great definition to me. Like I'm not one of those people that like go out looking for drama. I don't go out looking for fights. I don't go out looking for like anything like that. But I will defend myself. I will protect myself if need be. So again, Scorpios get that bad rep of like, oh, you guys are just evil. You guys are just, you know, super like always ready to attack somebody, always ready to like go to war. And I don't necessarily feel like that's the case. I feel like we protect ourselves if need be, and we will go there if we have to. But I don't feel like coming right off the bat. That's not how I approach things usually. That's not how I go about things, is to like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like people always try to say like Scorpios are so just ready to attack, ready to pounce on somebody. That's definitely not the case. I feel like we protect ourselves. We defend ourselves like anybody else would, but I don't feel like we necessarily are just always ready to fight, always ready to like attack somebody. I definitely don't. I think that's one of the hugest misconceptions of a Scorpio. That's what I always, when I always read that, I'm like, I don't feel like that's me at all. And granted too, like, with the whole like horoscopes thing, like some people believe in it, some people don't. Some people are probably like, that doesn't even sound like, you know, my sign. Like I don't know, everybody's opinions on like horoscopes and things like that is different. So if like you guys might not be even able to relate to this video, but I wanted to make this video because I wanted to make it for my fellow Scorpios out there. And you know, and just, I don't know, I'm one of those people too, like I love to talk about like horoscopes, and I have a horoscope app on my phone that I read every single day. It gives me motivation, and this is just me. It gives me motivation. It gives me some type of clarity, you know, especially when I'm like having a rough day or I'm just not feeling it or I'm just like depressed or just not feeling it, you know. I will just read this and I'll be like, you know, I feel a little bit better, you know. I don't know. I've always been the type to like be into like my horoscopes and zodiac signs and shit like that because it's just, I don't know, it's just super interesting to me. And I love just reading new facts about Scorpios and just learning more about my sign. And that's also why I wanted to make this video because I'm just like, you know, we need to show the Scorpios some love because I don't know. I just feel like we get this bad rap of like we're evil and we just don't like people and we just are super closed off to people. We're super mysterious, which at times I will agree, like I'm sure I can be mysterious or I'm sure I can come off as like hard to read. That's another thing that's another thing that they say about Scorpios is that we're hard to read or, you know, people really have a hard time trying to figure us out. And I do agree with that because maybe it's because we don't let people in right away or, you know, we come off as shy, you know, we don't let people in right away, right, automatically off the bat. So people take that as like you're being standoffish or, you know, you're not really trying to get to know anybody or you're really like just being closed off from everybody. And, you know, I don't know. I just feel like people take that from Scorpios when we're like being closed off or we're being quiet or we're just like being observant, which they also say Scorpios are observant, which I do agree with that. I feel like I am a very observant person. I feel like, you know, even if some shady shit's going on, even if I don't say anything in that moment, I definitely peep it. That is one thing I definitely do agree with Scorpios is that we do peep things. We peep shit, you know what I mean? Especially if something's off or we feel like something's wrong or we feel like, you know, we don't agree with certain things. Like, I might not always say something. I might not always address something right there and then. I might not always call you out on your bullshit. This is just like an example. I might not always do that right away, but I feel like Scorpios, we definitely do peep. Okay? Like, we definitely do peep what goes on. We definitely peep, like, when shade's being thrown, like I'm just a very intuitive person. I feel things very deeply. Again, me being a Scorpio, I feel things very deeply, you know, and like I don't know if every person that's a Scorpio feels this way. Like we all might be different because I know it's different too. Like the zodiac signs is like a Scorpio boy is different than a Scorpio girl. You know what I mean? That's what they say. So it's like I don't know. I just want to like break the stigma of like people thinking Scorpios are like this evil like zodiac sign, or we're just like the devils, or we're just like here to always fuck shit up, and that's really not the case. Granted, I fuck shit up, but what human doesn't? And it's just I don't know. I wanted to just be like, you know, we're Scorpios, okay? We're not this evil, horrible sign that people try to make us out to be. We're not this like super sexual beings that people try to make us out to be. We're not this like always ready to fight type of sign. Like I definitely just think we're misunderstood. That's what it is. We're like the misunderstood sign because people always try to talk shit about Scorpios. They always try to be like, I would never date a Scorpio. Like that sign ruined me. Like, honey, I don't know what that Scorpio did, but we ain't all the same, you know? And we're just, I don't know. I just feel like we are just like the misunderstood sign where we're the sign that gets like almost the worst rep. Like, oh, I literally, you guys, on social media, it never fails. I always see something like someone shit talking a Scorpio or like saying we're the worst sign ever, or this, that, and the third, or we just like can't be trusted. Honey, I'm very fucking loyal. And I am very trustworthy. Like, you could tell me something, I'm gonna literally take it to my grave. I keep it between me and you. So I don't know. And then again, too, maybe people and if you don't believe in like horoscopes and things like that, this video is not going to be for you because you're probably going to think like, what the entire fuck are you even talking about? But I don't know. I do feel like we just get this bad rap of like being something that we're not, you know? And I feel like people misinterpret us a lot. I feel like we get a lot of slack. I feel like people don't really take the time to understand us, you know what I mean? Or then again, too, it probably is from, I don't know. Because I just know that me personally as a Scorpio, I can come off closed off sometimes, you know? And they do say that about Scorpios, like we come off as shy, we come off as like, it's like hard to read us, you know? And 100% I can attest that it is definitely hard for people to read me. And that's like, but I'm not saying like that's necessarily like a bad thing. I'm not saying that like as if, it's something like it's bad because it's not, but I definitely do think that is a characteristic of mine from like being a Scorpio, you know. But we're not these bad people. I promise. Like we're not what the internet tries to make us out to be, or we're not what like Facebook tries to make us out to be, you know. Because that's where I mostly see like the hate for Scorpios is on Facebook. But what do y'all think? Comment down below if you're a Scorpio. If you know a fellow Scorpio, comment down. What do you guys think? Do you guys think we're evil? Do you guys think we're like this horrible sign? What do y'all think? Comment down below because I'm curious. I want to know, especially too, if you're a Scorpio, how do you feel? Do you agree with me in this video? Do you think what I'm saying is kind of accurate? Like, do you think those are like some of the characteristics of a Scorpio? Do you feel like it matches you? I don't know. I'm curious to know what you guys think. So definitely comment down below and let me know. But I'm going to end this video here, but I just wanted to say, like, we, us Scorpios, all my Scorpios out there, we're fucking amazing. We're creative. We're smart. We're loyal. Like, we're not these fucking horrible people that Facebook tries to make us seem to be. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like always, like, comment, subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know what you guys think. Even if you're not a Scorpio, if you know a Scorpio, if you've dated a Scorpio, whatever your experiences was with Scorpio, comment down below and let me know because I'm curious to know. But I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. And like always, again, like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys.